What is up, you guys? It's Bree.
And I'm Tarah.
And we're SGG Paranormal, and today we're talking to you about the REM Pod.
The REM Pod. So REM stands for Radiating Electro-Magnetic. And this device creates its own electromagnetic field around it. And when you break that field, you'll get a light and a loud sound. So I'm just going to turn it on to show you guys. So when you break the electromagnetic field, you'll get the loud sound and the blinking light. How we use this in our paranormal investigations is we will have it set up somewhere, and we mainly use it for yes/no questions or to detect what area there is any kind of paranormal activity, because it is said that entities will have the ability to break that field. So we ask them to come and touch the device for yes or no questions, and sometimes we'll set it off into a different room and it'll go off, so we'll know to go there and investigate what's going on over there.
Yeah, it's nice to put them in a separate room. You could put like a static cam with them too, and then when you're asking questions, sometimes you hear them go off down the hall, and if you have it set up there with like a static cam, then you have that footage of it going off too, and then you know, okay, let's take our investigation over there, spirits over there. You could use it in conjunction too with like a laser grid as well. You kind of use them with everything. You can use them with the EMF too. They're a great tool to have with your kit. I know Forever Investigating Beyond has some amazing ones on their website that we're looking to get. They're not all just plain Jane like this. They're pretty customizable. Even eBay has them. And they all kind of have different sound intensities, and I think some of them sound a little bit different too. They're not just like a loud annoying beep like that. Some are a bit more quiet and a little bit of a different beep, but they're definitely a great tool to have in the kit. That's not just a light that you see. It's kind of, if you're in the middle of asking questions, you hear it go off, so then you know, okay, something's happening over there, rather than if your back's turned and a cat ball goes off, you're not necessarily going to see it. So it's a good audible tool to have in your kit.
The only one thing to be wary of with this device is certain things can set it off. So if you are on an investigation, don't have a walkie-talkie pointing towards it. And also, if you notice that it does go off during an investigation, check your equipment around it to see if anything else set it off, just so that you don't have any false reactions.
Yeah, it's always good to test your equipment when you get responses and make sure it's not something you did to make the piece of equipment go off, because sometimes you'll get false readings and activity in that sense, and that's not why we do it. We want to prove that the paranormal is real. So if the REM pod goes off and you were near it, just make sure it's not something you did to do it. Same thing with like the cat balls. Just make sure it's not something you did to make them go off. It's then that way it just makes your piece of evidence that much more believable, and things like that, and helps people understand that there is paranormal and spirits and things like that, and that we are communicating with them.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's about it on the REM Pod.
Yeah.
Thanks, and enjoy using this equipment if you have it for your own kit.
Make sure to like, follow, subscribe on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. We go live at least once a week. We have some upcoming podcasts as well, so make sure you go and give those a follow as well. Till then, stay spooky, my paranormal pals.